Ever heard of a father going bankrupt? His son got so upset he thought he'd lost his treasure and ended up in the hospital. Mom found it fine. Dad could rest and not worry about chores. David felt guilty like a fallen kitten. In the end, David ditched the weekend race to take care of Dad, but unexpectedly, the stoic Mom pulled out a passport from her bag. Mom said she had never left town, but had prepared her lines for crossing borders a million times. She was definitely hinting David shouldn't miss out on this chance. He had to chase dreams while he was young, not wait until getting old and playing catch-up. And just like that, David took a leap toward his dreams. David finally stood on his dream track, excited like a kid seeing his idol, the Italian team, raising both hands to greet. Over 100 pros dashed from the start, kicking off a thrilling 160-km adventure. The Italian experts soon led, while David quietly powered up from the rear. As the race progressed, he gained rhythm and entered the top 10. But his idols were incredibly strong, like playing on easy mode. Nevertheless, David didn't give up. He pushed harder in 10th place and finally overtook his idol team at a turn. His idols waved him forward, but let's be honest, they just wanted him to block the wind for them like a good little shield. When it came to downhill, they pranked him by removing his gear switch. David was so naive, thinking they were just joking around. When he finally caught up, he was met with an even more ruthless revenge, like being attacked by a pack of zoo animals. It wasn't just a physical blow, but a total crisis of faith. Seeing the mocking eyes from his idol's team, David felt utterly defeated. This was probably the cost of growing up. When he limped home, Mom's heart felt like it was pricked by needles, while Dad kept complaining about how he messed up his business. Talk about ruthless. David could only apologize to his dad, and at that moment, he finally understood his father's struggles. Life never permits romantic fantasies. Everyone faces their own deep struggles with reality. This understanding of the adult world is what we call growing up. When asked where his trophy was, David burst into tears, collapsing into his dad's arms. Did you really cry? Did you forget your bag? Don't be so glum. Summoning his courage, David changed into regular clothes and confessed his true identity to Catherine, like a kid confessing to mischief. He thought sincerity would win her heart, but instead he got a slap right across the face. Talk about a series of unfortunate events. One by one, he tore down his dream posters, planning to compromise and take over his dad's business. His sharp-tongued dad was at a loss for words, so he took David to the skyscrapers and sighed about the passing of time. Suddenly Dad asked, "How did your exams go?" It was almost comedic. David replied that he thought he did well, but didn't want to go to college. He didn't want to be just another face in the college crowd. "I would much prefer to be a pair of scissors." What he truly feared was change. The terror of failure crashed over him like a tidal wave. Every young person yearns for recognition, seeks uniqueness, and craves validation of their worth. But when stepping onto society's front porch, they are often gripped by fear of the unknown. That awkward yet beautiful period of life, let's just call it youth. As a father who's been through it, he understood his son's feelings but found himself tongue-tied. Everyone has the right to choose their path, even if it's filled with thorns and dreams seem unreachable. After the night talk, David grew inwardly and reignited his passion for pursuing dreams, deciding to join a 250-km bike race. But this time, it was Mike who was downcast. This duel revealed his true self and made him lose the youthful confidence he once had. Yet, David was not one to surrender easily. He was determined to embark on a solo mission to reignite the spark of hope in his downhearted buddies and restore their confidence. To do this, he worked overnight to fix his damaged bike and tirelessly trained at the race venue. His relentless training reminded everyone of Mike desperately trying in the water. It was almost identical. After training, Catherine came to say goodbye, announcing she found a job in Chicago. If things don't work out, she said she might move to Italy with her parents, the very place David dreamt about. But at that moment, he felt at peace. Youth was all about constant misses and encounters. The night before the race, Dad said he wouldn't watch since he didn't want to jinx them. Meanwhile, Mom had secretly prepared a table filled with goodies that prominently displayed the word Mason. David no longer avoided it, smiling instead. He walked confidently at the next day's race opening. The Masons were no longer a symbol of shame but a point of pride for the town, and David's college team was a frontrunner to win. The race was in a four-man relay format, totaling 200 laps and 250 kilometers. The first to cross the finish line. With the starter's gun, racers charged. David led while David lagged, but quickly adjusted with teammates' cheers. Like a cheetah, he surged from the outside lane, easily overtaking competitors as if he were hunting a beast. While lap 25, racer number 27 suddenly sprinted out, leaving his competitors in the dust. It was undoubtedly a brilliant strategy, and other teams quickly followed suit with exchanges, but David still shone on the path. Outside, Dad was nervously glued to the radio, cheering and pounding the table when he heard David was in first place. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's share more amazing stories together.